Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Pedro Brinca, a professor here at the beautiful, stunning Nova University.
Okay, so thanks a lot, Katie. I just want to say a few words to welcome you all and to highlight the role of SIGA. So on May 27th, 2015, the US Justice Department indicted 14 FIFA officials and commercial executives for wrongdoings involving over $150 million. Indictments that included charges related to racketeering, bribery, money laundering, and fraud. And following that, three large sponsors, Castrol, Continental, and Johnson & Johnson, did not renew their contracts, and FIFA engaged in negotiations for other sponsors who actually renew their contracts, but in a much more fragile position. The negative impact of sports scandals on stock market capitalization of many sponsors is confirmed by several studies. Okay. We live in a day and age where there is an increasing political and societal pressure to promote accountability, transparency, and good governance. Consumer activism has never been more active, and companies are ever more risk-averse to anything that can jeopardize brand values that cost so much to build. The promotion of SIGA values is fundamental for the confidence that sponsors need to have in the sports industry. More than framing this as a moral issue, as Emmanuel framed earlier in the presentation, adhering to these principles is sound management practice. It protects brand value, both the sports institutions and their sponsors. It is therefore with great pleasure that I welcome you all to our campus, apologizing ahead for the weather. It hadn't rained in Lisbon for 72 days. But trying to see the glass half full, maybe it will be easier to be inside the sessions this way and leave the beach for sunnier days. So thank you for coming, and let's all work together to keep making the sports industry something we are all proud of. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I'd like to welcome Matt Page, the Managing Director of BSI in the UK and Ireland. Thank you. And BSI are our platinum partners. I don't know if you've noticed that by now.
Thank you, Katie. Hi, everyone. I'm delighted to be here, and BSI are delighted to be the platinum partners for this SIGA Integrity in Sport Week. And I thought I'd just spend a few minutes talking about why I'm delighted to be here and BSI are here. And to do that, I just wanted to talk about BSI. So BSI is the British Standards Institution. We, for the last 100 years plus, have been helping organisations get better and improve. And we've done that through helping them become more safer, more secure, more sustainable, improve their quality, and all sorts of aspects of an organisation's requirements and how they would improve. And BSI does that using standards. Standards are recognised best practice, consensus best practice that have been defined and developed by all the relevant experts from all the relevant industries or associations or government or academia, and they use that consensus standards best practice, and we do that aligned with assurance. So aligned with third-party assurance to verify that organisations are complying with those standards. And we do that to help organisations improve. We've been doing that for the last 100 years. We're a founder member of ISO, and we're recognised, along with ISO, as being world leaders in standards. That aligned with the third-party best practice creates trust. And that's actually at the heart of what BSI does. BSI is there to help organisations and their stakeholders develop trust. And that is aligned to what SIGA is here for. SIGA promotes integrity and trust in sports organisations. We've been working with organisations and industries from across the whole breadth of organisations, including sports industries, and we're now delighted that we're also partnering with SEGA to help develop standards and a verification system along standards so that they can help improve the integrity in sports industries. And I'm passionate about that because I've seen how that can fundamentally help and improve organisations across a whole breadth of other industries. So I'm really glad to be here. I'm really looking forward to the talks. I'm sure they'll be valuable. I hope you had a good time tonight, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Matt. And just to emphasise that SIGA's delighted to partner with the British Standards Institution in relation to the SIGA Independent Rating and Verification System. So you all know who I am, I think. You've seen my emails recently. I'm Katie, I'm the Global COO at SIGA, and I'm delighted to welcome you all. We've all been spending the last 2 years developing the Sport Integrity Week brand, from our kitchens, from our bathrooms sometimes, from our home offices. And it's just wonderful to be here in person. And we've got several thought leadership initiatives and days of action-packed talk. But tonight, it's about being together and celebrating being together after such a long time being apart online. And it's just like meeting a lot of new friends here, even though Lauren from Under Armour, Hayley from Tata CS, and many, many others have flown in from around the world. It's brilliant to see you. I'd just like to thank, obviously, our platinum partner, the Municipality of Cascais, our silver partner, Ojogas Santa Clara, MasterCard for their continued support of our female leadership in sport agenda. And I'm so excited to have the SIGA Wow session on Wednesday night, with Under Armour being our official t-shirt supplier. So that's awesome. You've seen the beer water coolers. We've got the Cervaceous Bebidos as our official drinks partner. And I'd like you to all raise your glasses and raise a toast on the subject of drinks. I'll do an imaginary one. And last but not least, I'd like to thank the Portuguese Olympic Committee, Pedro, Joanna and Christina. You have been Olympic champions in getting this together, so thank you. And also the SIGA team. It's Sean, it's Craig, it's Nuno, it's Ian, it's Anis, and many others that have helped put this together. And now I'd like to also thank Emmanuel Macedo de Medeiros. You know who he is. He's the man behind the vision, the man that took me from being a partner in a law firm and go on this crazy wild adventure with him. And I'd like to dedicate this song to you, Emmanuel. And don't worry, I'm not going to sing. In the words of Elvis Presley, and this is what we're all here for, a little less conversation and a little more action. So cue it up, DJ Dave, and have a great time. Thank you.